What does confidence mean to you? How do you build the muscle of confidence? Now, if you're looking for a quick fix, 5 simple steps to build confidence, this video is not for you. What I'm going to talk about today is about sustainable confidence. In this video, I will share 5 key ingredients that's missing for most people and how to build confidence from the inside out. Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Rani. I am a mental wealth coach and holistic psychiatrist. I help you unlock your exceptional brilliance by bringing out the best version of you. So what is confidence? In a nutshell, you can say that confidence is a feeling or a belief that one can rely on someone or something. So what does self-confidence mean? It is about a feeling or a belief of self-trust. And so why do we struggle with self-confidence? Because at some level, we don't trust ourselves. Perhaps we have broken our word to ourselves several times, so we don't even believe ourselves. When we say we are going to do something, we don't even trust ourselves anymore. So there's something about self-compassion. There's also something about not breaking a promise to ourselves. And that comes with practice. That comes with integrity. More about that in another video. But here, I'm going to share with you 5 key ingredients to experience confidence from inside out. But before I go there, let me share with you my story. For a very long time, I did not think of myself as confident. I had low self-esteem, but I was able to hide behind the facade of being a doctor. And so people assumed that because I was a doctor, I must be confident, and I was not. But I knew enough to fake it until I feel it. And this video is not about fake it until you make it or fake it until you feel it. It can be that and more. But my story has been that long time ago, I was not confident. And in early 2000, I started to embark on a journey of personal development. And then you can say I went about collecting tools, collecting techniques. This is going to make me more confident, or this technique is going to make me more confident. And don't get me wrong, they had their place. I went from walking on fire or walking on hot coals in Anthony Robbins' Unleash Your Power Within conference. And then I also went to neuro-linguistic programming and learned lots of tools to just feel confident. And that has been my journey, collecting tools after tools. But something has shifted for me over the years, a deeper grounding and knowing of who I truly am. And that has not been a short, quick fix journey. I have evolved over time, and I have had insights and reflections that has shaped me. And I want to share some of those with you. So one of the key ingredients is something I have come across, and I think is a Buddhist teaching. It's called soft front and strong back. Meaning, if you want to be confident, you need to have a strong back. So you need to know your stuff. You need to master your skills, whatever topic you're going to talk about. You really need to know that, right? So that is a strong back. So it's not enough to pretend you are confident, pretend you know it all, because you might not know it all. And there's something very humbling about knowing that we have our limits and we can learn about it. So strong back is very important. Soft front is the empathy side. But I would also say that there's something very powerful and almost magical about being human and bringing our human side. You can call it vulnerability. Now, if you're a leader of any kind, you know that there's something about being human, bringing our vulnerability when we are sharing something. And vulnerability doesn't mean that you share from your wounds, meaning something is still very fresh and you still haven't got over it yourself and you're trying to share with people. I'm not talking about that kind of share. That would be sharing from your wounds. But you can always share from your scar, meaning something happened to you a long time ago and you have learned the hard way. And you can feel very confident about sharing your stories of heartbreaks and hardships. And bring that vulnerability in you. So confidence doesn't mean that you only talk about all your proud moments, that you only share your good side. Confidence also means that you show your human side, you show your imperfections. So strong back and soft front is a key ingredient to showing up confident, because no one knows your story like you know. And because you know your story very well, you show up as confident. You also help other people by bringing you, by just being you. The second key ingredient I want to share today is for you to consider thought as more than just thinking. Sydney Banks said, "Thought is a mystical paintbrush." I love this. So what he's talking about is not thought as in our thinking, but thought as in something spiritual, a spiritual gift we all have to think. So if you consider thought as a mystical paintbrush, and that we create our reality using this paintbrush, you might also notice that there are times when you use this mystical paintbrush to paint a picture of, I am not confident, I am not good at this, I can't do this. And guess what? When you paint this reality for yourself, you convince yourself it really looks like the real deal. So there's something about knowing that we have the ultimate tool, the tool of thought, the power of thought. And whatever we paint with this paintbrush, we make it real. So if you don't like the picture you have been painting so long about confidence, you can change this. By the way, this does not only apply for confidence, but I am talking about confidence in this video. So I'm making an emphasis on creating confidence by using this mystical paintbrush appropriately. When you say to yourself that I am confident, that's who I truly am, what will happen is you will know the things that you would need to do in order to close any gaps in your knowledge, in your understanding, in your skill set. That's the beauty of already declaring I am confident, because guess what? We already are what we are looking for. We already are confident, and we go about creating that I am not confident. So once you learn how to use this mystical paintbrush to your advantage, you will find that life is so much better. When you need confidence, all you need to do is be yourself. If you don't know the answer, you can also confidently say, I haven't got a clue. That's being vulnerable, that's being human. And people resonate with that more than someone who's pretending they know everything in order to be confident. The third key ingredient is how I see me, how I see others, and how I see the world. It's all our perception. If I see myself as not confident, I will be painting that picture, obviously, and I will assume that people are also seeing me as not confident, and I behave like I'm not confident. Some people say, oh, I'm an introvert. I can't do that. I can't see myself doing that. And I used to be one of those people. I had convinced myself I was an introvert, and still then something did not make sense, because inside the house, I was not introvert at all. I was like an extrovert. It was only outside when I knew other people will be watching me, or I was amongst people that I didn't know. I used to get shy, and I was very great at creating shyness, and that affected my confidence. That affected my self-esteem, and I don't do it anymore. I have seen something deeper about who I truly am that I know that's all made up. So how I see myself plays a big role in whether I show up confident or not. How I see others. If I see others as more confident and I am playing this comparison game, oh, I can't do that because so-and-so does it really well, it doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve the people I want to serve, and I know I can help. If how I see others is that they are going to keep judging me, they will judge me if I say something, or if I do this presentation, my boss is going to judge me because they want to put me down or they want to make me wrong. If that's running in the background, guess what? All the thinking is going to make me feel less confident. And finally, how I see the world. If I see the world as threatening and people out there are wanting to get me, or make me wrong, then I have a huge problem as well. Because I will say that I can't show up as me. I have to be a people pleaser, or I have to please the world. I have to show up a certain way. And then we feel very uncomfortable and lack in confidence because we know that this is not me. I would rather not show up as this. I want to be fully me. The fourth key ingredient is our self-talk. I'm going to share with you a metaphor. You can call it the mental ladder of confidence. So imagine a ladder and imagine the rungs of the ladder. The lower rungs are where we feel stuck in the mud. We feel hopeless and lacking in confidence. As we go up the rungs of the ladder, we feel more and more confident. Now, what happens is throughout the day, we go up and down the rungs of the mental ladder of confidence. Sometimes we feel really not confident, and it could be that we are in very unfamiliar circumstances. We don't know anyone, or we have been asked to do something which we have no clue about. Then we could really feel that we are stuck in the mud. But as a level of confidence grows, meaning as our level of consciousness rises, then we realize that, okay, I don't know this answer, but I can find out, or I can ask someone for help. So we can problem solve. What happens is when we are lower down in the rungs of the ladder, our self-talk is very, very negative. It's all dark. And we talk ourselves out of situations. We paint a very gloomy picture and we are very, very self-critical. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at anything. This is stupid. No one likes me. So a lot of negative talk when we are at the bottom of the ladder. When we know how the system works and that as our consciousness rises, we automatically lift up. We automatically go up higher in the ladder of confidence. We don't put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We don't try to motivate ourselves through being self-critical. We know that we can just allow ourselves to feel rubbish, to feel lacking in confidence when we are lower down on the rungs of the ladder. This is beautiful. This is effortless. And we just see that I'm okay. I feel I'm lacking in confidence, and that's absolutely okay. I'm feeling my thinking in this moment. And as my thinking shifts, as my consciousness or my awareness rises, I will start to feel more confident. And this is a really key ingredient about how we go about life. And the final key ingredient is experiencing a sense of peace within. In the fourth ingredient, I was talking about the mental ladder of confidence. Imagine the lower rungs are all negative, and then there comes a point where it is neutral, and then it becomes to shift to positive. That neutral space, I would say, is the space of presence. When we just get present to the now, without entertaining any thinking, we get a sense of peace. We get a sense of ease with what is, and we radiate confidence. We are not even trying, we are not even changing our voice or trying to do tactics or appear confident. We just ooze confidence because we are experiencing a sense of calm, of inner peace by being present to the moment. All this takes time, all this takes practice, but most importantly, all this takes us having insights about who we truly are. And who we truly are is not the same as who we think we are. Who we think we are will keep changing based on where we are in the mental ladder of confidence. But when we get a sense of this is not me. There's something beyond this. When we start looking within, or when we embark on a journey of self-inquiry and we explore, who am I truly? We really get a sense of confidence is who we already are. When we reconnect or realign with that space within, how we show up is confidence. And this is how we build up our muscle of confidence. We keep exploring who we are. We keep exploring our strong back, our soft front. We get curious about thought as a magical paintbrush and the picture of reality we are creating. If we don't like that picture, we keep changing it. We are mindful of a perception of how I see myself, how I see others, how I see the world. If that's not aligned with building confidence, with experiencing confidence, again, we change it. We become our own cheerleader, support ourselves, or just get quiet when we are at the bottom of the ladder of confidence and keep looking in this direction. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.